Welcome to part 3 of how to get more candy trick-or-treating. Tip number 7. Beware your parents. Disclaimer. Once again, your parents love you and want the best for you, yada yada yada. But sometimes this means coming between you and your hard-won candy hoard. The good news is there's plenty you can do about it. What your parents don't want you to know. Once you get home from trick-or-treating, your quest for candy isn't over. Your parents know you will be cold, tired, and ready to settle for a small amount of candy tonight in exchange for the promise of more candy tomorrow. This is your fatal mistake. You must be vigilant and sly if you want to keep all of your candy. And if you play your cards right, you can actually get even more. The following sentence is a hard fact to swallow for most kids, but I assure you, it is true. Your parents take some of your candy. Even if you do everything right and follow all of my tips, your parents can just swoop in at the end of the night and take it all away if they decide that it's too much for one kid. Don't let the candy out of your sight. They usually do this after you have gone to bed for the night, exhausted from trick-or-treating. They will tell you you can have a little tonight and the rest in the morning after they have checked that the candy is safe to eat. Meanwhile, they test some of your candy. In justice, here's how you can fight back. Tell them that you want them to teach you to check candy too. Most parents will think that this is a good idea. This way, you get to be present when they check the candy and they won't be able to take any of it away without you seeing. Now, if you see them messing with your candy, they can't claim that they're just checking it. Offer your parents a piece of candy and thank them for taking you trick-or-treating, helping with your costume, etc. This will make your parents so proud they will feel guilty taking any of your hard-earned candy behind your back. Again, if all of your candy disappears, there's a good chance your parents are sugar-obsessed fakes filled with green stuff from Mars. Call Tammy. If she's not dead, she'll know what to do. Tip number 8. Barter with friends and siblings. Even after all the excitement is over and it's finally just you and your candy, you can still find ways of maximizing your haul. What your parents don't want you to know. You, your friends, and your siblings will each have their own candy, and it will all be different stuff. If you like something your friend or sibling has, and you have something that they like, you can trade candy so that you're both happy. Win-win. You're not always stuck with the candy you get if you can find someone else who wants it more. Hey Carol Ann, want to trade?
Yeah.
Bargaining tip. Don't tell your bargaining partner which candies are your least favorite. This will give them more power when negotiating with you. Play it cool and pretend that everything you have to offer is top quality. Tip number 9. Again, after all is said and done, there is still candy to be had. Don't forget, while you were out trick-or-treating, someone was back at your house giving out candy to other kids. There's a very real possibility that there's some left over. What your parents don't want you to know. Shocker. Your parents plan on keeping this candy for themselves. If you pay attention or ask whoever was handing out candy, possibly an older sibling, you just might learn of another candy stash in the house. Be careful how you proceed though. You could get grounded for eating this candy. The risk is yours. Good luck, candy lovers. Tip number 10. Never stop trick-or-treating. There are some mean middle-aged mams out there in suburbia who believe that Halloween is just for small children and that you should stop trick-or-treating when you get too old. What your parents don't want you to know. Teenagers get away with trick-or-treating all the time. The trouble is, some of them make it harder for the others by going out in really lazy and boring costumes that tick off the adults who have to give them candy. Be creative. Don't be that guy in just a hoodie and a mask. The truth is, Halloween is for people of all ages. I have seen teenagers, adults, and even parents receive candy around town, provided that they make the effort to dress up and take part. Special consideration. When teenagers go trick-or-treating, they will often get candy even if the adults don't really want to give it. This is because of the trick part of trick-or-treat. The adults fear that the teens will play a prank on them if the teens don't get candy. This means that the adults will give teens candy as payment not to be targeted. It is an uneasy alliance. Common tricks teens use are throwing eggs, covering windows in soap, and throwing rolls of toilet paper around like streamers, aka TPing. If you are a short person, you can wear a mask and you never have to stop trick-or-treating because you look just like a kid. Just remember not to say too much. What? I've never done that. I swear I've never done that. I'm like 8 feet tall. I haven't done that. Now, if these tips result in a massive tummy ache, you don't know me, okay? Just go crawling back to your parents for some children's chewable Pepto-Bismol tablets, despite the fact that you and I just ignored all of their best advice. Well, that about wraps it up. I've been the Stranger on Night Danger. Thanks for watching. Keep it scary out there, and happy Halloween! Oh, I'm receiving a strange telepathic message for Tammy from her parents. Tammy, come home. We're not aliens, really. We miss you. We have lots of sweet candy for